Hello YouTube! So today I am doing a few videos so I can have some to put up while I'm gone for the next week, and I decided to show you what I've picked up at a few thrift stores. Of course, I'm always looking around at thrift stores with my mom, so I picked up a few things that are like for reselling and a few things for myself, but I think mostly what I have is for reselling. But I found an amazing find, which I will show you at the end of the video. It was a brand that I could not believe that I found at a local thrift store, because literally my thrift stores don't have anything like people in like Los Angeles, all that stuff, but I found it. It was $5 a piece, and I'll show you at the end of the video, so stay tuned. First, I am going to start with the thrift store that is like, it is very crusty, I'm not gonna lie. It's like very dark in there. It's like a big warehouse type thrift store, and every time I go in there I can barely see what I'm looking at, but sometimes you can find some gems there, but you really have to look and look and look and look again because they're not very obvious. But everything is so cheap. So like this whole bag I got for $7. So I'll show you what I got. So the first thing I found was this old TY Beanie Baby. It was this like leopard one. I don't know if he has a name, but he has like the original tag. He's from 1997, and it's the larger one. And I was looking on eBay. I think they are like anywhere from $10 to $12, but I only paid a quarter. So if I pay a quarter and I get $12, I'm fine. I'm not like one of those people that's like, everything has to sell for $50. I mean, I love that, but no, not everything has to sell for $50. I also, this thing of like stuffed animals was ginormous, and I had to dig through it, and I didn't have a cart, so I was like holding all the stuffed animals on the side while I was digging in the bin, which I can't do when my immune system goes down after I get this new chemo. So I'm like, I have to take advantage of this now, and I was like just going crazy at the thrift stores that day. I found 3 of these guys. These are buffaloes, and I know you're thinking, why would you buy 3 buffalo plushies? Well, I saw the tag and it said it was from Saint Labre, L-A-B-R-E, Labre, Indian School in Montana, and I don't know what that is or why it's special, but I looked it up on eBay, and a lot of 3 of these buffaloes sold for like $27, and like I said, I paid like a quarter each. So I was like, don't know why these buffaloes are special, don't know anything about the school, but I know they're worth more than 75 cents, so I got them, and they are cute. Look at them. The last plushie I got was a vintage Care Bear. Unfortunately, his like Care Bear name is like off, but obviously he's a Care Bear. I don't even know which one he is, but he's actually really cute. I know that he's vintage. Let me see if it has a, oh, he's Oopsie Bear. I don't think I've heard of him. Let me see if there's a date on here. There's a little girl's name on here, Olivia. She donated her bear. Nope. No actual year put on him, but I know that he's vintage because vintage ones have like this. I don't think he's like the super old one, but I know he's worth more than a quarter, so I got him. Next thing was a towel that I got for my daughter because I thought it was really cute. It's one of those towels that you can wear. This one in particular is a mermaid, so you can wear it and you look like a mermaid. This was 40 cents. I was like, yes, for 40 cents, yes. And it's not like faded. A lot of times you see the towels and they're like chlorine, faded, weird. And also I had to dig in a giant pile of kids' clothes that was like to the sky to find this. I was looking for her an outfit because they're having a 100 days of school celebration next week, and so she has to dress like an old lady. So I was looking so hard to find like an old lady cardigan for her, and let me tell you, it's actually very hard to find cardigans for children. I don't know why, if it's just not like something they normally wear, but my mom found her an old lady cane that is like for a kid. So we have that, we have rollers, we have like a little moo dress, and then I was trying to find her a cardigan. But so the last few things I picked up, well, I have one other thing, but this clothing is for resale. It is very old Tommy Hilfiger / Polo clothing, and if you didn't know that, these things are like on the up and coming trend right now. A lot of guys are wearing vintage Tommy and vintage Polo, and if you can find it, then you should pick it up, especially if it's cheap. I don't like to pay up on anything anymore. I'm getting cheap, but all of this stuff I think was like $1. So there's this Tommy Hilfiger Polo, and you can see that it's like the vintage tag. This one was written in, but I don't really think it matters. Always look at the armpits because people have armpit stain problems, and so I wouldn't buy it if it had really bad stained armpits, but it's actually good, and it was $1. I think it might even have been cheaper than $1. You guys can tell me if my math adds up on this, because everything was like literally $7. But I have another polo that I call it the cursed Tommy polo because I've sold it 2 times now, and both times the people haven't paid. But the first time I sold it for $15 and I paid $1, which fine, I'm cool with that. And then the second time it went for $54 and I was like, whoa, $54? Of course they didn't pay, but I don't know what it's gonna sell for the third time, but people are always interested in it. They're watching it, they're looking at it. It's like 100 views within a day. So I'm thinking I might try to, like, maybe I'll put them together. I'm not really sure, but it's gotta be more than $1. So here's another vintage type shirt. This is polo jeans. I don't know what the comps are for the shirts, like the t-shirt shirts, but I think it's more than $1. So this is like the old tag. It's a little faded, but I'm telling you, I see like, it's like younger guys, like their 20s or even teenagers that are wearing this stuff everywhere. I found this one too. This is a Tommy, just like long sleeve shirt, and it has like the little flag here and then the older label. And I don't wash this stuff. I'm just gonna be upfront with you. I don't wash it because I think people know it's from the thrift store, and honestly, like, I just let them wash it. I feel like if I wash this stuff, it's possible that I could mess it up because I don't like separate things, like red things and all colored things and white things. So I just literally, like, if it was like really bad, like, and not just like a thrift store smell, I might wash it, but I don't, and I haven't had it, like, ever had a problem, which, knock on wood, I probably will now. This other one is another Tommy polo. Not quite as cool as the last one, but this is kind of like the one I have that keeps selling and not being paid for, so hopefully somebody pays for it. The last thing I got for shirts I thought was the coolest one. It is an old polo jeans Ralph Lauren with the stripes on it. This is definitely gonna sell, I know that, because this is like the trendy thing right now. Last thing I got at the crusty thrift store, that's what I like to call it, crusty dark thrift store, was I had to get these handmade Christmas ornaments. They were 5 cents a piece, and people just don't make these anymore. So wait till I show you. People just don't like do stuff like this anymore, I feel like. So I think they're like, what is this, crochet? Maybe, I don't know, but it's so cute. They're vintage, obviously. Little horsey, a Santa Claus, another little, what is he called? Toy soldier? I almost said nutcracker. No, toy soldier, Noel, Santa Claus, a little house, Noel, and a reindeer. I had Mrs. Claus, but I don't know what happened to her. She left the building. So that's everything I got at the crusty thrift store. I'm going to show you guys some stuff I picked up at a Goodwill in another town when I was actually at the Mayo Clinic. I went looking around there, not on the bad day if you watched my last video, but another time we went up there. So this is a New York City Marathon vintage t-shirt from what year? Let's see. 1991, so 1 year after I was born. And it is a single stitch t-shirt. I think in one of my hauls I talked about single stitch t-shirts, but that means that they're old. And I saw some of these being, not this exact one, but some of these being sold on eBay for like $30. I only paid $2, so, or maybe even $1, $1 or $2. So if I can get even like $20, I will be happy. Oh, Mrs. Claus was hiding in this bag, which is weird because it was on totally different days, but here she is, super cute. Next, I found this Denver Broncos ugly sweater. It is, I thought it was new with tags, is it? Where is it? Yes, new with tags. It does not say how much it sold for, but I know these things are not cheap because I looked into getting a Patriots one for my husband. I think I paid $4 for this, and it's a XXL, and I will tell you, larger sizes, especially for men, sell better than small sizes, so I definitely picked that up. I just sold, I don't know if I showed this Hawaiian shirt that I had for Buffalo Bills. I just paid $4 for that, and I sold it for $25. So if you ever see like NFL apparel, especially like the newer stuff, if it's new with tags, that's definitely something to definitely pick up if you can get it for a reasonable price. $4 is a lot for me to pay, but I knew I can, especially on this, I can get way more than $4. So I was like, I'll pay it. Next, I found this shirt. I don't know if I'm crazy for picking this shirt up. It's like this Pokemon shirt. I don't know much about Pokemon, but this is called Pokemon Center, And I looked it up, and there was like other ones that were on there for quite a bit of money. I don't know why. If you watch this one video I made about, I think I showed a World of Warcraft shirt I got, that still hasn't sold. Well, I had to cancel all my eBay things because I'm going in the hospital, but that didn't sell for like 3 weeks. So I was like, eBay is so tricky. There could be these comps and the sold listings, and then yours gets up there and it's like crickets. So next, I got these dresses, and these are little girls' dresses. And if you ever see this brand, which is Matilda Jane, here's what it looks like. Pick them up because for some reason, I don't even know where they sell these, but people go crazy for these Matilda Jane dresses. I remember getting some at the Goodwill like maybe 2 years ago, and I put them up, and it was like people were going on a bidding war about them. I don't know why. I don't know why they're so amazing, but if they don't sell for a lot, I'm gonna just put it on Luna. Next, I have a dress, and I got this for Luna, and this is from what brand? What in the world is like covered up? WL Monsoon. Don't know what that is, but I thought the print was so cute, and it's like striped on the back. And I also found another Matilda Jane dress. Looks like this. They're always they look like very homemade dresses. Sometimes you'll find dresses that look just like that are homemade, but just look for Matilda Jane. It's very distinctive once you see it. So take a look at your local thrift store if you get it. Pick it up if it's cheap enough. Don't pay like $6 for it. If you can pay like $3 or $4, I would definitely pick it up. Now, are you ready for the most amazing thing I found? And it is... That's my drum roll. Oh Lord, I can't get out of the bag. Okay, here it is. This doesn't look like much, right? But it is a Johnny Was dress, new with tags, and this was originally $378. Why? I don't know. I would never pay that. But I paid $5, and it is brand new with tags. I don't even know why somebody would donate this. I guess people just don't want to be bothered, or maybe they just have lots of $378 dresses. I don't know. Now, I did also find this color. So this one is not new with tags, but it looks like they maybe just wore it one time. And it's also the same brand. And I think I can get like at least $100 for the one that has tags, and maybe $50 for one that doesn't have tags. I don't really care because I paid $5 each, so I thought that was really, really good. When I showed my mom that in the store, she's like, what? And I'm like, I know, I don't want to like overreact to the thrift store, because if you overreact about certain stuff, they're like, maybe I should raise the price. I'm like, no, please don't. So that is everything I got in my thrift haul, and please leave me a comment on what you thought was awesome, like my awesome buffaloes that are going to be sold for $30, or my awesome dresses. Okay guys, I just had some soda, so I'm a little bit like caffeine. So give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, leave me a comment, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one.